On October 1st, 2017, at the Route 91 Harvest Festival concert venue, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Country Music Entertainer of the Year, singer Jason Aldean, was performing the final act when an armed gunman started shooting rapid fire at 10:08 p.m. There's a bunch of footage online of this shooting. Personally, when I saw the footage, I was very moved by it. And I wanted to make this video to raise awareness. People should know about it. When I first saw this footage, my immediate reaction, the first thing I thought, is that I want to slow it down. I wanted to post one with some slow motion in it. That's what I do. I like to
really analyze.
I like to go deep, look,
what happened?
I look, I'm not gonna just watch a flash and that's it. I'm gonna
pause it and be like, the fuck, you know what I mean?
So that's why I gave you some slow motion in this video. So some parts of it are a little lengthy because of that, but you could just skip around. I got a lot of footage in this video. It's all very moving. Warning, some people may find this video to be disturbing. This video contains very, very strong language and profanity. This video is very graphic. And finally, this video is protected by Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. I'm sure they're looking for answers, and they're probably scared. I feel bad for these people. It makes me sick in my stomach to think about it, because I've been thinking about this for the last 2 days. It's scary as hell. In this video, I'm just gonna have some slow motion, I'm gonna have some commentary, and then that's gonna be followed by the aftermath, the news report, what we know, some theory, and then, yeah, I'm just gonna give you all of what I found, and then you guys can make of it whatever you want. By the end of this video, you should have a semi-understanding of what the hell happened, and hopefully your own opinion on what happened.
You're good. Fucking fake gunshot. Everybody down. Is down. Everybody's down.
Let's go!
Babe, you're okay, I promise.
I'm leaving
We can't go yet. So we can't go yet.
Austin!
I need to take a video. No, you're good. Everybody is down. Is gone.
But this is bullshit. Everybody has officially booked it or they are on the ground. Security is out. Shit just got real, kid.
Yeah, that's that. I don't have much to say besides the fact that I just feel bad. I don't really know what to make of the whole thing. I'm just giving you everything I found on the internet that I downloaded.
So holy this girl just got shot in the head. It's so crazy. This girl just got shot in the head.
Down the street, that is where 3 bodies were found. They've been taken down there on some tables. People were being brought in all directions, away from the scene, away from the gunfire, to try to get them to safety. That was used as a gurney. I mean, that's a freezer. I mean, that was used to transport a body. Those metal fences they use as barriers at concerts and games, they can be moved around. People were turning them on their side, putting bodies and using those as stretchers.
Get down.
There was a lady who pushed her way forward into the concert venue into the first row, and she started messing with another lady and told us that we are all gonna die tonight.
Do you know why she was saying that? I mean, was this after the shots were fired, or?
It was about 45 minutes before the shots were actually fired, but then she was escorted out by security.
How does that make you feel? I mean,
it makes me feel uncomfortable. We just barely made it back into our room whenever it started.
And were you thinking, oh my gosh, this woman told us that before we left?
Yeah, I thought it had a positive correlation to it. Like, obviously she was telling us that in either to tell us, to warn us, or to tell us that we were all gonna die, and she was part of it.
Describe to me what this woman looked like.
Her and her boyfriend were both Hispanic. They were probably about shorter 5-footers, probably about 5'5", 5'6". They just look like everyday people.
Whoa, back it up. Back it up.
What?
Is that all you got for a description on these people?
I know, right?
Like, what the fuck?
They could have gave us a better description.
These people obviously knew about the shooting.
Yeah, dude.
I don't get why we don't hear more about them on the news.
I hear you, dude. And then you got this guy over here.
What are you talking about, bro?
Just watch.
What is he, like, what do you mean?
This is what I mean. She screams effing pussy. And I gotta admit, it's a pretty manly thing that he's doing. Okay, but I still think he's out of his mind.
So who's shooting all these people?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. This character.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
His name is Paddock.
I didn't need a backstory. Like, what does this guy do for a living? Is he upset? Is he poor? His wife's not treating him. What's up with this guy's life? What is this guy's life?
Yeah. Well.
Why would somebody do such a fucking thing?
Well.
I mean, what could be so bad in this little gentleman's fucking... honestly, no. I take that back. He looks like a fucking slum.
Yeah, he is.
He was described as being slovenly, not well kept.
Okay, well, how old is he?
He's 64 years old and he's got a gambling addiction.
So he's a poor, gambling,
no.
retired dude. That's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is he's a filthy rich, gambling, retired dude. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, so he's a filthy rich person with a filthy habit. Alright, continue.
He was shooting everybody and there was dead people everywhere and I don't even know what was happening. He was just shooting randomly.
And he has got a Filipino wife.
Any picture?
Yeah, I'll put her on the screen.
Looks like she's got some pretty pricey earrings on those ears.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you. She looks very nice.
Oh, also, his dad was on FBI's most wanted list.
His father was for a time on the FBI most wanted list.
Oh, well, there you go. Red flag.
I know, right?
What the fuck did he do to get on FBI's most wanted list?
His father, Benjamin Hoskins Paddock, robbed a bank
Robbery.
Of course.
in Phoenix in 1960 and was arrested for that in Las Vegas in July of 1960. Tried to run over an FBI agent with a car, they say, and then escaped from a Texas prison in 1968.
Okay, so you're telling me that this guy's dad was a malicious genius who was on the FBI's most wanted list?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, bro, if you come from a serious criminal background like that, I mean, what do you expect?
This guy actually has nothing on his criminal record. They're claiming he just has a
what?
a minor traffic violation.
Minor traffic violation? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Like, who's looking into this shit? I want to see it.
This is the wanted poster, and down there under description, I don't know if you can read it, where it says caution, it says he's diagnosed as psychopathic and has suicidal tendencies.
Oh, also, I don't know if this counts, but a long time ago, he sued a casino for like a lot of money for falling in the casino.
What a scumbag. He's rich.
Yeah, no, but he lost the
Well,
case.
he better have. Holy crap.
This security camera footage shows Las Vegas shooter in October 2011. Stephen Paddock walks through the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas when he appears to slip and fall.
Whoa. Play that back. That's ludicrous.
Paddock was treated for his injuries, but was later sued for negligence, blaming his fall and liquid on the floor. Paddock lost the case.
He's rich. I mean, how much more money do you need?
Right?
This guy seems hungry.
He also likes venti mocha cappuccinos from Starbucks.
How do you know that?
He gets them a lot.
Yeah, well, how do you know that?
Dude, it's on Google.
And we all know Google's always right.
Dude, just... Yeah.
Okay, so recap. What do we know about this guy?
He's rich.
Republican.
No, actually, this dude's Democrat.
Democrat. Shit. Okay, damn. I'm not getting any of these right.
Here at Mandalay Bay, room 32135.
Now that we know what happened, now let's talk about weapons. Okay, so what you're seeing right now on the screen is a video of the hotel room that he stayed in. Now, I'm not sure of anything, okay? But this is my guess. By looking at this 3D model of the same hotel room, that's why there's a line here. This is a doorway. Okay, this is how he goes in from room to room. That's how he did this crazy maneuver, okay? That doorway, I'm thinking it might be this. Or that could be maybe that fridge or whatever. Regardless, though, that matches it, you know what I'm saying? Window, this is right here, there's a ledge here. All right, you got this idea. The little curtain would be there. It matches it. All right, so we're going around the room. There's the corner right there. All right, so we're gonna keep going. There's one window, 2, 3 windows, boom. Look, so, okay, cool, I'm on the right track. There's 3 windows right here, okay. So we're gonna keep going. Then we got that pole there. Going, got one more pole to get to. We go. There's another pole right there. This window right here would be, according to this, would be this window. So that gives you an idea of what that would have been like.
That's not to mention the 19 guns that were found in his home or the explosive material that was found in the suspect's car, Chris.
All of it legal, right? As we know.
Well, look, Chris, this is Nevada. I mean, people come to Nevada to fire fully automatic weapons. There are gun ranges up and down the strip. If you want to do that, you can. You don't need a permit for most weapons here. You don't need a registration for most weapons here. Machine guns are regulated a little bit more tightly because that's a federal thing, but there are so many loopholes in this state to get around that, including modification. And as we've been mentioning, at least one, maybe 2 of those weapons were heavily modified, if not for fully automatic fire, then for nearly fully automatic fire, Chris.
And U.S. Congressman Ruben Kihuen of Nevada. Congressman, I want to talk to you about this. Gun control. I mean, I grew up in Pennsylvania. I know it's a touchy issue. Where's it going to take a state like yours in terms of law enforcement and in terms of whether we use the law to control weaponry?
Chris, thoughts and prayers are important, but we need to do a lot more. It's time for action. It's time for Congress and each state to take it upon themselves to pass laws to protect our American citizens. It is unacceptable what happened yesterday.
You know, my theory about this is that we'll spend a lot of time trying to figure out the psychology of this killer who did all this murder the other day and mayhem, and we'll probably never get to the bottom of it, but we can get to the bottom of what he possessed and his capability. And my suggestion, I'll put it to you as a lawmaker, if you give 100 people the kind of weaponry that this guy had, put it in their hands, a lot of them are going to use it. It's just a question of access and availability and knowing that every several hundred people are going to have a little problem, a little anger that day. If you give everybody the gun, somebody's going to use them. And my question to you is, How can people defend the ability of people to go out and buy all this hardware and be able to just upgrade a gun to a Tommy gun, basically, because they feel like doing it?
It's incomprehensible to me how this killer managed to bring 23 weapons into the hotel room. It's incomprehensible to me how he had thousands and thousands of ammo. There's got to be a limit to the amount of, ammo in the magazine.
Under the law you have out in Nevada, who would have stopped them?
This is exactly why we need to change the law. Americans are fed up with Congress and with our legislators because they refuse to take action. We have to take action, and it has to be immediately.
Now, we know that the first phone call to the police of a shooting was at 10:08 last night. Then it took the police a while to figure out where the shots were coming from. They finally realized they're coming from the Mandalay Bay Hotel, but they didn't know what floor. So they start working their way up. They start at the 29th floor and work their way up and finally get to the 32nd floor of the hotel, where they say as soon as their police got on the floor, they knew that that's where the shots were coming from. The police radio traffic picked up the sound of the police blowing the door off the room.
Sit on the suspect's door. I need everybody in that hallway to be aware of it and get back. We need to pop this and see if we get any type of response from this guy to see if he's in here or if he's actually moved out somewhere else.
Copy. All units on the 32nd floor. SWAT has explosive breach. Everyone in the hallway needs to move back. All units move back.
Breach.
So you hear the sound of that door being blown off, and that happens, again, Las Vegas time at 11:20 p.m. So it's 1 hour and 12 minutes from the time of the phone call until the police finally went in.
Zone into the video and listen to this next part.
And found that Stephen Paddock had shot himself dead.
Wait a minute, what was that? The police did what?
Phone call until the police finally went in and found that Stephen Paddock had shot himself dead.
Whoa, what was that?
What the
Play that shit one more time.
And found that Stephen.
Police finally went in and
found that Stephen Paddock had shot himself dead. Now, what we don't
Stop
know.
it there.
This is freaking NBC.
Good job, NBC. Slipping up your little letters there. I mean, how do you get around that?
He went from shot to found.
I mean, how do you fuck that up? That was a very obvious where his brain was going with that one.
Now I'm gonna talk about the pictures that have been leaked. We got this picture, this little video clip here. Pans down, you know, all these different news outlets. I mean, I could put the clips in here, but what's the point? I mean, just look them up. They all show these pictures, and they're always like, hey, these pictures got leaked from some source, unknown source. They say they're looking into it. They point out this little note here on the fucking table. I think it's bull, honestly. I mean, they show you it, but they don't talk about it. Nobody has said what that really is. I mean, the only thing I don't understand here is they're saying that these photos got leaked by somebody that, you know, went up to the room, right? But it's like, they know who went to the room. Whoever the hell went up there and saw that he shot himself or whatever that he did, they know who those people are. So, like, what is so hard about figuring out who leaked these photos?
You don't need Einstein to fucking complete this. Like, it's not that hard to figure that out.
I feel like these photos aren't leaked. I feel like they say that they're leaked just to cover up something, and I don't know what it is. How do you leak photos? How are they leaked? I really find that hard to believe because they don't even know who they were leaked to. All the news sources say that these photos were leaked, but what news source were they leaked to first? Like, you gotta ask yourself. It was one of the biggest news sources, more than likely. More than likely, it was the government giving them those photos, telling them to say that they're leaked. Personally, I just feel like there's more to the story. There's more people behind the shooting than just one. I mean, okay, one guy didn't pull this off.
One guy didn't bring 50,000 fucking weapons up into that room.
All I'm saying is in my opinion, I believe that there is more than just one person involved in this massacre. That's all I'm saying. Whoever's involved has enough fluff under their jacket to be able to cover up the whole thing, so.
Officials say she left for the Philippines September 25th, the same day Paddock wired $100,000 to an account there.
Steve took care of the people he loved.
He helped make me and my family wealthy. This is the Steve we know.
The biggest key to the investigation into the Las Vegas massacre.
The killer's Australian girlfriend, Marlo Danley,
returned to the U.S. from the Philippines.
She's now back in the U.S. where she'll be grilled by the FBI.
She arrived at LAX late Tuesday night and was immediately met by federal agents.
But tonight, her sisters have sat down exclusively with 7 News, revealing the gunman, Stephen Paddock, had put her on a flight 2 weeks before the massacre.
In Australia, Danley's sisters are speaking out about her relationship with Paddock.
She didn't even know that she's going to the Philippines until Steve said, "Oh, Mary Lou, I found you a cheap ticket."
Oh.
So they're just going with he randomly found her a ticket.
Okay.
He sent her away
Hesitated.
so that he can plan what he's planning without interruptions.
I mean, you got the one sister saying, hey, he just randomly bought her a ticket, and you got the other one jumping in with he sent her away. Long ass hesitation so that he could plan what he's planning. She just dropped the ball there. I mean, she knows that that's what he did because she knew that was gonna happen. You know, it's funny.
It's also been revealed that security staffers failed to call police immediately after receiving a warning from a hotel employee. The maintenance engineer had said that he had heard a rifle shot. It happened right before the attacker opened fire on the crowd.
Call the police. Someone's firing a gun up here. Someone's firing a rifle on the 32nd floor down the hallway. It's at the end of the hallway. I can't tell you what room. He looked like he fired down the hallway when I got close to the door.
What we were told last week was that the guard came to the room during the massacre. We were told that was why the shooter then stopped shooting and killed himself.
What we have learned is Mr. Campos was encountered by the suspect prior to his shooting to the outside world.
Sheriff painted a new timeline of events showing Jesus Campos was shot perhaps 6 minutes before the initial barrage of bullets rained down on concert goers.
We just can't quite get a clear understanding exactly what time he called, when he called.
And while police struggle to investigate the atrocity, mainstream media are jumping in with various conspiracy theories.
We are joined together today in sadness, shock, and grief. Last night, a gunman opened fire on a large crowd at a country music concert in Las Vegas, Nevada. Some kind of light in the dark.
Police found 23 guns, including AK-47s,
a Colt AR-15 and 3 FN-15 rifles.
Paddock set up hidden surveillance cameras on a room service cart in the hotel hallway outside Suite 32-135. When police stormed the room, they found the suspect dead, along with guns with calibers ranging from .308 to .223, in the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history.
The Daily Mail has released photos that shows the hotel room after the SWAT team entered, and it shows guns and ammunitions inside. Many outlets are re-disseminating. Can you verify the legitimacy of these photos? And should any other outlets disseminate them?
I can't verify whether they're legitimate or not. What I can tell you is I'm very troubled by it. We have an internal investigation occurring as we speak on how those photographs were obtained by the public.
Sure. These people don't necessarily look like they're enjoying the anticipation of having to answer all these questions. I mean, look at them.
They look defensible as fuck.
They're just like, okay, what is it now, bitch?
Can you talk then to what was found inside that hotel room that the gunman used? Specifically, CBS News is reporting that there was a camera inside that room. Was the gunman recording? Was the gunman transmitting that video anywhere else?
I'm not aware of any transmission, but there was cameras. There was cameras located outside of the room and inside of the room, along with the firearms.
And he had set up how many cameras?
I don't know what the specific numbers do.
And those are curtains bulging out. For a while they were flapping in the breeze. Those windows, some have theorized, at least one was used by the gunman. Some have theorized that he got a large enough room to be able to have two shooting angles,
used by the government. Some have used by the government. Some have used by the government. Some have.
In this video, this guy has another opinion on these pictures, which I found very interesting, if you want to go check that out. But I'm going to tell you essentially what he's saying in my intake on it. He says, in this picture, you got two officers walking to his room. Now you got the 2 officers, and then you also got the person taking the picture. But what is he doing in this picture? What does it look like he's doing? And then he says, if you ask me, it looks like he's gesturing back to the camera guy, like,
come on, come here, this is where it's at.
So in that video, the guy was describing what these people look like they're doing, and I get where he's coming from.
Come on, hurry up before they see us. Come on, snap, snap. These photos aren't gonna leak themselves.
Now pay attention to what they're wearing. What are these guys wearing? Blue jeans. Now the guy on the left has black shoes on, and the guy on the right has some tennis shoes on. Now see in the other picture, same thing. Blue jean, black shoe on the left, tennis on the right. Now you're probably like, who the hell cares what they're wearing? Well, let's go look at the photos. Oh, and what do you know? There's a foot in the picture. And what are they wearing? Yeah, that's right. Blue jeans, black shoes. Here's a photo of the doorway. Now, it says, no trespassing, violators will be prosecuted. And it has a security guard guarding the door. In the video, the guy says, do you find anything weird about this picture? And I was like, I don't know. And he continues with, there's no doorknob on the door. You know, he found that interesting, and so did I. I mean, look, and then they covered it up. It has been 1 year since the Las Vegas shooting. I created this documentary 1 year ago after I had heard about the shooting. This video is too long for my computer to process. This was part 1, and if you want to watch part 2, you can click on the link below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.